Hi, today I am going to discuss the concept of the law of diminishing marginal returns. So we know the law of diminishing marginal returns. So we need to know here the main concept, the law of diminishing marginal returns, the concept that we are trying to explain here today. So we are dealing with this concept in the short run. Then we know the production theory can be divided into two parts. First one is short run production theory and long run production theory. Especially long run production theory and short run production theory we can identify. Especially in the long run production theory, we have only variable factors. Variable factor means all factors that we can change can be known as variable factors. In the short run, we know we are having fixed factors and variable factors. Fixed factors means factors that we cannot change. No, we have to keep them remain constant. Then some factors we can change. That kind of factors we know variable factors. Then we can identify the difference between short run fixed factors and short run variable factors. As an example, building technology can take under the fixed factors. Then the other raw materials, workers, the other factors we can include into the variable factors. So this is about the normal short run and long run explanation. Short run and long run, especially we know we are having in the short run fixed factors and variable factors. In the long run we are having only variable factors. All factors we can change in the long run. Under the short run, we can change some factors and some factors we cannot change. This is the difference between long run and short run. Understood? Then, in the short run, Puti, the reason for the short run production theory is the law of diminishing marginal returns. The law of diminishing marginal returns. According to the law of diminishing marginal returns, we need to know this fact. So, under the law of diminishing marginal returns, we can identify the behavior of all curves: total product curve, average product curve, marginal product curve. Under the production cost and market structure lesson, we need to explain everything using a graph. Without a graph, we cannot explain concepts. We need to use a graph or a curve or a behavior of a curve to explain all concepts: law of diminishing marginal returns, total cost, average fixed cost, right? The relationship between cost theory and product theory in the short run, everything, right? So we need to use a graph, use a curve to explain all the sub-concepts under the especially production and cost and market structures lesson. Understood? Then, so total product curve, average product curve and marginal product curve, using the behavior of all curves, we can explain the concept of the law of diminishing marginal returns. This is the term that we need to consider here. We need to take this graph. This is total product graph. This horizontal axis is curve, vertical axis total product. Then behavior like this, total product. So behavior like this, total product. So like this, total product. Behavior like this, total product. So we can explain the behavior. Total product is increasing at an increasing rate. Total product is increasing at an increasing rate. Total product increasing at an increasing rate. Then total product increasing at a decreasing rate. Rate is decreasing. First increasing at an increasing rate. Next increasing at a decreasing rate. Next comes to the highest point and gradually decreases. So this is about the behavior of the total product curve. This is how to explain the behavior of the total product curve. Understood? Right. Then we can explain the behavior Then we can explain the behavior of average product. Look at me. Average product and marginal product. Average product and marginal product. This is 0. Now we know marginal product is 0. MP is 0. Then the product on its highest point. So these are the here. Normally marginal product increases, comes to the highest point, decreases, comes to 0 when the total product on its highest point. When the total product on its highest point then become negative. Then we can identify the behavior of average product curve. Average product increases, comes to the highest point when marginal product decreasing, the point, the area when marginal product decreasing and gradually decreases. This is AP, average product. Pute, this is how to identify the behavior of all total product, average product and marginal product curves. So we know this behavior, but we need to identify the law of diminishing marginal returns through this graph. We can identify the law of diminishing marginal returns in the short run. We keep some factors remain constant and we are going to change the other factors. Then Pute, in the short run, according to the diminishing marginal returns, the law of diminishing marginal returns says, after a certain point of value, here A, here B, after a certain point of value, AP, average product, MP, especially marginal product, starting to decrease. This is known as the law of diminishing marginal returns. Understood? Clearly we can identify the law of diminishing marginal returns as after a certain point of value, AP and MP starting to decrease. So this is about the law of diminishing marginal returns. So the main case that you need to consider here, through this graph, you should explain the law of diminishing marginal returns. So you need to draw this graph to explain the law of diminishing marginal returns. So this is about the law of diminishing marginal returns.